What up, folks? Graphics Rogue here, back with some more Fall of Rome. So we still got this Ostrogoth problem. We still got Magnus the Lily-Livered ready to exact his vengeance upon the Ostrogoth dogs. So I've been playing I've been playing a lot of this game recently. I've been playing a lot of the Eastern Roman Empire, which is almost as hard as the Western Roman Empire. Pretty much, because both the Eastern Empire and the Western Empire have the same problems. The Eastern Empire have a slightly better economic situation because some of their buildings are more advanced, and they have a better defensive border structure, which the Western Empire just doesn't have. The Western Empire is very ill-defended, and their building structures, their economic building shit is all fucked up. It's all shit. But they both have the exact same problem, which Wise Coffin kind of pointed out to me in a comment, which I knew but I didn't really take into my mind before. That is the corruption. I am losing $16,000 in corruption right now, and that is only going to go up and up and up, and it will never stop going up. I mean, maybe it'll stop going up at some point, but it just keeps going up and up. In my Eastern Roman Empire game, it was going up to like 16,000, 26,000, 45,000. I think it topped off at about 51,000, but I wasn't even done with the campaign at that point. $51,000 I was losing in corruption, and I was doing my damnedest to try to build every. And I figured out that building academies, everything that had public order due to law, that cuts down corruption. I was building as much of that shit as I possibly could, but it was hardly doing anything really. It was doing some good, but Jesus, it's just, you're losing so much money in corruption, and it just keeps going up, and you can't really stop it. I'm not sure, does management take down corruption? Not 100% sure on the management part of it. Forte. I know that management makes you make more money in the city, but you need influence too to make people happy. He's probably making a lot of money for him. $1,000 in Rome. But yeah, the corruption thing is a huge problem in this game. And also, I've been looking, and it figures out I should have been building up more Sol Invictus temples. Because Sol Invictus temples, the end of it gives you public order plus 10 and public order plus 20 and happiness and law. While the Mithras temples ends up giving you 10 happiness and 15 law. But it gives you some experience points for soldiers. But, you know, fuck that. We get experience by fighting battles. So it makes me feel like I should eventually just start burning down all my Mithras temples and start building up Sol Invictus temples, and I might start doing that. And boy, that corruption is just killing me. The corruption isn't too bad. Well, it is bad. I'm not making money. It's fucking me out of my money in this game. But it was horrible in that Western Empire build, that Eastern Empire game I was doing. And I kept trying to do a bunch of games to figure out how I could pull it off, and I just couldn't pull it off without cheating, without doing some cheats here and there. And eventually, I just started hemorrhaging money because the corruption just got so bad, and I just started cheating. And then after I started cheating, I would have to restart the campaign again, and it just kept fucking me over. Pretty much, I figured out a bunch of tips and tricks that I think can help me in my Western Empire playthrough. I don't think we've lost this campaign yet. I think we still got a ways to go. I think we still got. Oh, this fucking guy's besieging me. The problem is he's a bunch of militia, and if they get caught up by these, it's 2 general units in here. I think it is 2 general units because I saw it before. But Yeah, if they attack them, they're dead. And they're not going to attack the city because they have no infantry, so they're just gonna siege it out. So I've learned some tips and tricks that I think could help us out. Number one, playing these games, I've only just today figured out building more and more of these markets and factories and the markets. Yeah, building up to the markets. That gives you a population growth of 0.05, then 0.05. I wasn't building them because I thought it would increase my population growth, and we don't want that. The more population growth, the more rebellions we're going to have. It's just going to be annoying bullshit. But no, it doesn't do that. It's the 0.05 there, and if you build that, it's still 0.05, and if you build that, it's still 0.05, and if you build that, it just goes up to 1, and you build that, then it's still just 1. So it really doesn't raise it all that much. And I just, for some reason, I thought it was growing on top of it, 0.5 plus 0.5 plus 0.5 plus 1 plus 1, and I was being really dumb. Now this does grow the growth, so I'm not going to be building these everywhere. I'm only going to be building like public baths. I'm going to be building sewers everywhere, but public baths I'll only build in a couple of places. And aqueducts I'll build in some of the Italian states. And I'll cap out Rome. I'll build city plumbing in Rome, but nowhere else. So yeah, I gotta build more markets, and that will greatly improve the economy. I gotta build more highways. More farms improves the economy, but I can't build those everywhere. I can only build those in like the homeland, Italy. I can build as much crops as I want in Italy, I think, or mostly. But I can't build them I can't build them in Egypt, for example, because Egypt already has too much grain as it is, and the population growth is crazy. And they'll keep rebelling and just rebelling over and over and over again. So I need to not build those there. But places like this area, this is a desolate desert land. I could build as many farm upgrades as I want here because they have no base farming stuff. Let me see if I can tell you what I'm talking about. Like right here, this has a base farming level of 0.5. It varies from region to region, as it says. It gets food imports too. This one already... Yeah, this place has a big population growth on its own, so I'm not going to be building any communal farming or anything like that. I'm just going to keep that the way it is. I will be building proconsul palaces whenever I get the money, building as much of that stuff as I can. I gotta burn down Mithras so I can build some Sol Invictus shipwrights, build as many of these shipwrights as I can. That makes money. But you can't build these things without money. You can't build anything without fat stacks lying around. And the only way to truly get fat stacks in this game is to build up a big fat ass army and just march out, sack and burn and pillage. That is the only way to do it. And I can upgrade my economy to the point where I'm starting to make a lot of money. I've done that with my Eastern Roman campaign before. You just sit back and upgrade what you have until you're just so upgraded and you're making shit tons of money. Even the corruption will it'll take a while for the corruption to catch up. But you have to keep going. You can never, what I figured out is you can never ever stop sending armies out past the borders, sacking and pillaging. Yes, just like the real Rome, your empire is based on conquest and booty and loot. And you need to send armies out sacking and pillaging. Right now I can't do that because I have an Ostrogoth army here threatening the borders. So I need to deal with this army first. This whole fucking horde needs to die. It needs to die yesterday. So I can then send my armies out and start sacking and burning these Frankish towns up in the north. And just taking all their riches and pouring all that riches in Germany that I've sacked and burned back into Italy. Italy first off, and then North Africa and Spain afterwards. But improving Italy is the most important because it's near the capital, and cities near the capital don't even have corruption. Does this one have corruption? Nope, doesn't have corruption. This one have corruption? Doesn't have corruption. No corruption in Italy. Is there corruption? Yeah, a little bit of corruption in northern Italy. Corruption? A little bit of corruption. Corruption? Some corruption. Yeah, this. Oh boy, that corruption is bad. So yeah, I figured out that a good strategy to go about it. You can't expand too fast. You need to sit back and just chill and expand your infrastructure first. Your infrastructure is the first thing you need to work on expanding. Don't even bother with expanding your borders for a while. I'm gonna try to send Nero out to conquer the Berbers, but I'm not even really worried about conquering the Berbers right now. The main thing I'm focused on is I'm gonna be sacking and pillaging these lands first off, but that won't give me much money because these lands aren't very rich and powerful. But the main thing is to destroy the Berbers. I want to destroy the Berbers. I will take the city and I will move on and I will take the rest of the Berber cities until the Berbers have been destroyed and they are no longer a threat to me. And I will keep doing that, and then I will send my armies back home, and I will conquer this stuff later. But the thing is, you can't just conquer stuff because they have different religion. The Berbers, example, have Christianity while I am pagan. That's going to set up a lot of public order problems. So the only way to do it, the only way to properly invade and conquer in this game, as I've been figuring out, you need to send advance armies first. If I want to conquer North Africa, the only way to do it is to send one army first into North Africa and sack and burn and pillage everything, destroy everything, leave nothing but a burning pile of ash in your wake. That is what you do. You leave nothing but ash in your wake. Nothing but ash and fucking churches. Or in this case, temples. Ash and temples. You burn down all the Christian temples and you leave and you build your temples in their place. That's what you do. And then you send that army back, you pour those riches you got into that campaign into the empire you have, and then like 20-30 turns later, maybe 20 turns will be fine enough, you send another army back and conquer it. Because by that time, the temples you've built, churches or temples you've built, will have converted the population to that religion, and the public order problem won't be such a problem because they will already be the religion you want. So that's how you do it. I figured out how you properly conquer in this game as either of the two Romes, because it's the same problem with the Eastern Roman Empire. You need to send an army first, burn everything, build churches and or temples. No, churches or temples. And then you come back, you upgrade your city infrastructure, you wait a while, and then you send another army to just conquer it. Because they will be the right religion, and it will be easier for you to conquer. That's how you do it. Boom, shakalaka. And that's how you do for the next regions. But you gotta continuously have an army moving into outer borders, conquering and destroying, and just taking money and pouring it. There's no word to even describe. You need to take every penny you can find in Germany and pour it into Italy or whatever country. Into Italy or Greece and everywhere else too. You need to pour it everywhere in your empire. After Italy's upgraded enough, you need to start pouring it into Spain, but preferably pour it into like Spanish academies and mines and temples to start trying to get some more of that law and order, law bonus shit you want going on there. Pop you up. Wait. Should fix that. When there's not a general in the city, I like it to be automatic. When there is a general in the city, I'll do it myself. Like that. There we go. So that's how you do it. I need to just Just like the real Roman Empire, this empire is based on war, on a war economy. And that's how you do it. And so another tip I figured out, this whole episode is just going to be me giving you a rundown of everything I've learned. And I've learned a lot playing a crapload of WRE campaigns. Guess I should have been playing more Shadow Western Empire campaigns just so I can learn more. Another thing I've learned more is the best army to have for defending the provinces and defending borders is a small army of the most economically viable and powerful army I can think of is about 6 Huns and maybe 2 Germanic Federati cavalry, but you could probably do it with just 6 Huns. 6 Huns would be just probably the most minimalist army you can have that can defend this entire Hispania province. If there's rebellions, 6 Huns can go over there and quickly deal with that rebellion. For one thing, it's a small horse stack, so it's going to be faster than an infantry stack. They're going to be able to respond to crises a lot faster and quicker and easier. And Huns are fucking beast. Those horse archers in this game are beast. They will destroy your enemy without even thinking twice. So I just need a stack of 6 Huns in this province, and I won't even need anything else to defend the province. I still need this army to defend against horde attacks through the gates of Spain, so I need that there. But once I take back Gaul, like a Hunnic horse archer army is all I need here. A Hunnic horse archer army is all I'll need in North Africa over here. A Hunnic horse archer army, like six Huns, is all I'm gonna need in this Egypt area, and so on, you know. Now another army I've figured out is a great army for sending out there as your advanced army to send out there and destroy and sack and burn regions before you conquer them, is an army of about 9 Huns, 9 Huns, and 9 Germanic Federati, and 1 infantry unit, 1 Pisan infantry unit, just so they can move the siege weapons. And that army is just going to go out, sack and burn, and they're not going to be fast, because they're going to have that general, they're going to have that 1 infantry unit. But I'm thinking maybe I should just have nothing but cavalry, like 9 Huns and 9 Germans and one general unit, and that could be just a cavalry force. But the problem is they can't attack after you build some siege weapons because they're all cavalry. So they're just gonna have to siege the city out for however long it takes, and or hope that another like Frankish army attacks them so we can destroy them all. Because that is a deadly army. A whole army full of heavy cavalry and horse archers. That is a fucking... Now you pretty much can tell how the Huns were so successful. That is how the Huns work, and we are going to adopt the tactics and war strategy of the Huns. That is what we're going to do in this game. We are going to adopt their strategies, and we are going to take our own horde army of Huns and Germanic cavalry, and we are going to sweep through our enemies' regions, destroying and pillaging everything in their wake, leaving nothing but ash and temples, ash and the gods. And then we will return later with a real Roman army to conquer them. We're gonna send our Federati, our barbarian mercenaries out to do the hard work for us, initial hard work for us, and then the real Roman army is gonna come in afterwards and sweep up the remains. Yes, good job, Huns. Yes, why don't you have some dog meat for your barbarian children? Yes. That's gonna piss off my barbarian army, but they will be loyal barbarians, loyal to Rome, after I build up some Foederati settlements. Gonna build some Huns here, and try to build some Huns here. I have Germans over here, and I'm gonna build some Huns here. And maybe I'll build some... I have Huns here, so I'll build Germans here. And then we'll build those big armies up, and we'll use them to sack and burn everything. And that's how we'll do it. That is, those are the skills Those are the nice wisdom thingies we've learned throughout this ordeal. And it's also better to look at what will increase what. So over here, building this shipwright will increase by my money by like about 100. But I don't think that that's the case everywhere, so it's best to, like, I don't think, like, some places if I build a shipwright it won't increase that much. So I think it's best to look at the settlement details tab before I start building stuff to make sure things are being built right, or things are being built in the right places. That's what I gotta do. So that is the game plan. That is what I will do. Nero's army will focus on destroying the Berbers. He will not focus on conquering them right now. I'm gonna keep this for a while and just let this... I'm gonna let these guys just... hopefully... He's a pagan, right? Yeah. Hopefully we can get this converted peacefully, then we'll eventually can burn it down and build up a Sol Invictus temple without causing problems. But the rest of this Berber territory, I'm just gonna take Nero out there and destroy them. I'm gonna sack and burn and pillage everything and leave temples, and then I'll return the army, and then I'll come back later and conquer them after they're fully converted. So yeah, that is the plan. That's what I'm gonna do, but I can't do anything. I can't do anything until these Ostrogoths have been dealt with.
Leaving the army.
Boy, I hate Ostrogoths. Let's turn it. Look at these giant Hun army. They have not found a home yet, but I'm afraid they're about to find a home. They're about to find a home in Gaul. And they're about to ruin my shit. Oh, they're just moving on.
Yes.
I made 1,000 that turn, but I'll make 500 in the next turn, so I'm losing so much. I only have 2 diplomats? Really? I have no spies. I need spies.
Awaiting your command.
I don't got no spies. But the good thing about Magnus the Lily-Livered, he is a night fighter. So his army isn't the ideal army I would want for doing this, but I'm just going to send him out there.
Leaving the army. Forward. Ambush in place.
He's gonna be... I'm gonna set Magnus into a big ambush position, so if the Ostrogoths come through here again, we'll ambush them and kill them. This isn't the ideal army I want for attacking a big horde, but we're gonna try to see what we can do with it, because we need to deal with this threat. Once the Ostrogoth threat is done, I can send armies this way and start sacking and burning, and it'll be so cool. It'll be so cool. We'll burn them all to the ground, shout it out. And it'll be fantastic. Alright. Oh yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, okay. Settle down. Settle down. Okay. Well, you don't have anything. Very high? Like right here. Building that market up is gonna help my economy in a good way.
Orders. Prepare for battle.
Gonna siege them out a bit.
Sir. Settlement under siege, sir.
And we will slaughter them. Hopefully. Unfortunately, we only have 1 Hun army. I wish we had more. If we had... Boy, an army of 6 Huns. You have no idea how devastating an army of 6 Huns is. I will show you how devastating an army of 6 Hunnic fucking horse archers are. And you know what? They're way better than these guys. These guys are the default Roman horse archers. They cost a shitload more than the Huns, and they're a lot weaker in every regard. Defense, missile, melee. They're just, it's like, the only reason for building these guys up is because you can't have Huns everywhere. You can't build Huns in every province. like after I go into the German lands and stuff like that, I can't build Federati settlements. So those are the only places I see you wanting to build those Roman horse archers. But in any other case, Huns are fucking fantastic. They're cheap and they're powerful. And when they get upgraded to like gold chevron status, they will be unstoppable. So once I get 6 Huns, I could probably just destroy the whole Berber nation with 6 Huns alone. I don't even need these guys. Actually, it'll be easier to do that than with this army. This army of cohort Romans and a bunch of people. Alright. Let's turn it. Magnus the Lily-Livered will bring retribution onto those vile and villainous Ostrogoths. Oh boy, oh boy. The timer is hit up for me, but I haven't played any battles yet for you. We can do this one quick. Let's get it, boys. Double line.
The enemy have brought up more men.
Okay, we got our line. We got a main line set up. Let's get you guys a little quicker. Okay, I'm gonna set these guys out on the flank, see if I can get some flanking maneuvers on these bastards. So missile guys, I'm gonna just invade right them. Invade them something fierce. Flanking attack, men! Destroy them! Let them know true power! I wanted to hit them into the, oh yeah.
Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield.
Nothing more delicious than a fucking chain route. Kill them all. I want every last one of them dead.
The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
We're just going to, come on, take him out. Alright, that is dealt with. Because I'm too beast not to deal with it. Hell yeah. We're gonna quickly move on to this other army, just quickly knock these guys out of the park. Quickly knock them out of the park. And I've got Huns. Unfortunately, these Huns are a little beat up. But they'll still be useful. These Numidian javelin guys are not nearly as useful as Huns. Unfortunately. Alright, let's start. Is that all the infantry I have? I guess these guys are considered infantry too. I'm throwing my javelins, but they're so slow and they don't... It doesn't feel like they're as powerful on the attack. Alright, archers, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back.
The enemy general is running away. This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it's beyond belief.
slaughtering them. Okay, friendly fire, don't mess with me.
The enemy show their true
Kill them
virtue.
all, men.
They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our
Oh
men.
no, so many of them are escaping. Don't let them escape. Unfortunately, we let a lot of them get away, and I'm not sure we destroyed enough of them to take the city. I'm not sure if these guys in the bottom were in the city or not.
Victory!
Come on.
We're under siege!
Shit. I guess the walls were broken, so... The Huns... Will they make it their new homeland? Ah! The Huns have found a new homeland right in the smack dab middle of Gaul. That is not what we needed, guys. That is not what we needed. So when we go back to take... When we go back to take Gaul, we're gonna have to deal with the Huns. Horse archer armies are the most difficult to deal with because they are truly the most powerful. They tire out your armies and their missiles. Oh boy, it's devastating.
Orders!
I think they're weak enough to just pop in now. Actually, I'm not going to do that because I want to lose as few troops as I possibly can during this campaign.
Orders!
Nero is determined to lose as few Romans and Roman allies as he can. He'll destroy the city, move down here, destroy that city. Then I think there's maybe 2 more cities over here somewhere. Maybe 1 or 2 more. Destroy them, then the Berbers will no longer be a threat. We're going to peacefully convert these guys, hopefully. And I'm already losing more and more money. What about you? Why do I have you
Imperator!
here?
Move out! Orders! Imperator!
Trying to look for somebody I can disband.
Imperator! Imperator!
Whoops.
Imperator! General! Orders!
And that helps me make a little bit more money.
Orders!
In fact, I kinda would just rather these cities rebel and go to the Western Roman rebels, because then... Well, we don't need you. Because if they disband and go to the Western Roman rebels... I'm burning this down because I'm not going to be taking this city back for a while. Building docks there will help. Alright, so the Ostrogoths are messing with the fort. It won't be a good fort battle, but if they attack it, I'll play it just so I can show you what the fort looks like. Hopefully Magnus can go over there and get some sneak shots onto some of these guys. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to start building some federatis. I need to start building some federatis and some Hun armies. Once I get a Hun army situated over here, I'll be unstoppable. Well, no, I'll be very stoppable, but we'll figure it out. Well, we'll figure it out next time. I'm your graphics rogue. Later, folks. Peace.